Hey guys, Alyse Williams here. Wanted to shoot this video for you. The other night Eric and I are talking and he is just really on a journey, a spiritual journey, and really tapping more into his consciousness, and I'm on the same journey myself. It's just been a very enlightening process and will continue to be. And so I wanted to shoot this quick video because he took me through this exercise the other night, and it was really just a great way for you to understand how thoughts work in your mind. Because every day I'm on Facebook and I see people posting about how, they feel like they're just so captured by their thoughts and they're so led by their thoughts and just really, just not in a good place because of it. And so I just really wanted to take you through this process for you to hopefully understand. Not everybody's going to get this, and that's okay, but really start to understand how your thoughts work in your mind and how you truly do not have to be a slave to your thoughts. And when you really start to understand this and really start to live from this place, you realize that the things that come in and out of your life, it's not that things are happening to you and we just kind of take this victim role and feel like, all these things are happening to us. It really does empower you and give you this very godly perspective on the fact that things are happening for you and with you. And it just truly gives you more power in your life. It's not about control, right? It's about truly understanding the power that you have within your life and how much of that power can be captured within your own mind. So I'm going to take you through this little exercise and then really hopefully give you a very strong visual of how you can start to see thoughts in your mind, and hopefully it will really allow you to be able to tap into that power that you have within you right now, right away. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to think about a red apple. Okay, I want you to close your eyes. I'm going to count to myself for 10 seconds because I don't want my voice to be a distraction. But I want you to close your eyes. I want you to picture a bright red apple sitting on a table, nothing else around it. And I want you to do your best to focus on just the apple, okay? Focus on just the apple, tune everything else out. So go ahead, close your eyes, think about the red apple. I'm going to count to 10. Go. Okay, open your eyes and let me know, did any other thoughts pop in your head other than the red apple? The answer to that will be yes, okay, unless you're some super conscious person who can instantly put yourself in a place of meditation. Typically, you're going to have other thoughts popping into your mind. Now, you were focused on the apple, right? But these random thoughts were still popping in your mind, whatever they were for you, okay? So what that is now I want you to picture a fishbowl, and the fishbowl has water in it. And there's fish, there's goldfish in the bowl. So the fish bowl would be your mind. The water would be your consciousness. And that's something that we have as humans. Cats don't have the same consciousness that humans have. They don't really know they're a cat. They can't really identify things about themselves. They don't really have an identity as a cat or whatever it is, right? But us as humans, we have this consciousness. We are very aware of the fact that we are human. We have fingers, we have toes, we have all these different things about us, right? So the fishbowl is your mind, the water is your consciousness, and the fish floating in the water are what? The fish floating in the water are your thoughts, okay? So you are very consciously focused on the red apple, right? But you had all these little fish swimming around in your mind that you really had no control over. And those were other random thoughts. It could have been a noise that caught your attention, or, I know my to-do list automatically pops in my mind, right? So you have your mind, you have your consciousness, right? Which is, where you go when you truly meditate and get in a very deep place of prayer. And then you have all these little fish swimming around, which are your thoughts, which you don't really have a whole lot of control over. That's really programming from a very, very, very long time ago, okay? And it's just little programs that have been embedded in you from childhood to adulthood, and just different things that you were taught, different things that you experience that create all these thoughts going on in our mind all the time, okay? So let's just think about how this applies to your life, because most of us are slaves to the little fish swimming around in our mind, and we're automatically trying to, catch all the fish going on, okay? And we feel like we have to pay attention to all the fish all the time, and that's why we just feel very scattered, very distracted, like we have no real control over what's going on in our life, and all these little things are swimming at us all day long, and you just kind of feel overwhelmed. Well, when you're in a place of consciousness, you understand that you truly want to be and focus on the water, right? The water is flowing. The water is moving. The water, if you put something in it, the water just creates something around it, right? It's going to move to the shape of whatever it comes into your life. And so your thoughts and your consciousness are the same way. That's why people that are more conscious can have different fish coming into their world, but they're still able to just flow. Whereas other people, a fish swims in and they got to focus on the fish and solve the problem of the fish and try to control the fish and, all these different distractions in your life. So whatever that is for you, I want you to really, hopefully, just start a little bit to try to understand that you want to be more like the water, and understand that those fish are going to be there. The fish are going to be swimming around. But what is it that you want your consciousness, which is still housed in your own mind, to truly focus on? And allow the fish to swim around, but you don't have to give the fish thought. You don't have to give the fish a whole lot of attention. They're going to be swimming around in there anyway. So whether it's your finances or your relationships or whatever it is, understand that the fish are going to be there. But the stronger your mind becomes, the more you can focus on the water. And here's a really big one for you. Because people feel like, God and the Spirit is just so outside of them, right? But what I want you guys to truly understand is that power of God is in you all the time. You were created in His image. His Spirit resides in you. And so, we're always feeling like this victim and like, oh my gosh, God, please, 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 and we come from this place completely lacking faith, completely lacking trust, completely lacking consciousness, and we become a slave to the fish. So understand that in this example, you can obviously observe the fishbowl, right? Like if this fishbowl were sitting on a table in front of you, you would be able to observe the fishbowl, the water, and the fish swimming around, okay? Well, that's the perspective that God has also, okay? So the more you understand that you're always connected to God, your consciousness gets you even closer to God. Focusing on the little fish swimming around does not draw you closer to Him, to your source. I'm going to do another really super powerful video about understanding what being connected to your source really means, but this isn't a religious conversation. This isn't about what denomination of religion you are. This is truly about understanding the power of consciousness and the power within yourself that you have every single day. And like I said, not everybody's going to get this, but if you're open and if you're really seeking to understand why you have all these little thoughts and why you can't focus on the water as opposed to focus on the fish, I'm here to tell you that you can. You absolutely have that power within you, but it does take work. It takes focus. It takes concentration. It takes allowing the fish to swim around in your life without feeling like you have to be involved in the fish every single day. Okay? So again, really think about this. You may need to watch this video a few times to really understand it, but I really just wanted to bring you that message today so you can understand you don't have to be a slave to your fish. You really want to focus on being more in the water, in the flow, in your consciousness, and understand that you can step back and observe all of it. and truly understand what's going on for your life as opposed to what's going on just to your life, and just understand the power and the presence that you have at your fingertips every single day. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.